Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Guess what? It's Friday, April 27th, the final Friday of April. Yeah, I know. You're like, wait, he's going to tell us something. There's a new day? It's Friday,
It's the
April
final
42. Well, not the final countdown.
Oh,
Jeepers. Were you listening to, I was listening to some 80s radio this morning.
80s. God, you're old. Yeah?
I'm not old. I like good.
That's
I
fine.
like the
Classic rock is good. I got it.
Jeez. What are you, my wife? She sounds like she's
No.
the same thing. Listen to 80s again, aren't you? I'm like,
Yeah, it's not
Yes,
a
I
decade
am.
I listen to a lot.
well, fine.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not one I listen to a lot. Anyways, finish your story. Listening to classic rock.
No, I was just rocking out with you saying the final countdown.
Yeah, right?
That song came up today.
You got a little journey going on or what?
So I've already told you this, but I will repeat. This weekend,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Bon Jovi.
Ooh.
He's in town, and I'll say this.
Yeah.
This is the romantic guy I am.
Oh,
First time I said I love you to my wife was at a Bon Jovi concert.
wow.
Nothing says I love you like Bon Jovi. Living on a prayer.
Living on a prayer, I'm going to say it right now.
I might be praying that she's not watching right now. No, and then so I've got that concert, and then we're doing the Journey Def Leppard concert down at Summerfest. Oh man,
That'll be sweet.
It's gonna be the best. I'm just pumped.
Yes.
There's so many great concerts. We just that's our thing. That's my
Have
wife's
you,
and I
have you
think.
ever been to a concert of people from not the 80s?
Yes, I went.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, we went to.
Gosh, get so defensive.
Wow, why am I drawing a blank here? And Michael see him again. He's on that singing show.
Wow.
Wow, why am I
It's
drawing
okay.
a blank
Dave
here?
Matthews Band.
No, I want to go see him. Anyway,
Shout
No.
out to all your Dave Matthews fans out there.
not this guy. Not this guy.
Nope.
Can't do it. No.
Nope.
I'll work on that.
Red
Adam
Hot-
Levine.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Maroon 5.
There you go. Maroon 5. Good
Yes,
stuff.
that-
I like Maroon 5.
I went in like, and I came out, oh my God,
They're
he's
really-
a dreamy guy.
They're good live.
Oh, they
They're
are
great
amazing.
live.
Christy, like, she comes home and I'm listening and she's like, not again. Yeah, that's
No, I really, really, really want to try to work out for myself this fall.
which one?
Metallica.
You laughed when I said I would go to Metallica.
I just never heard you
There's-
listen to that metal.
Well, then I told you that if I didn't tell you this, I had
Mhm.
the CDs when they did the recording with the San Francisco Orchestra.
Nice.
Favorite two-part. It's a two-part CD. Yeah,
Nice.
I like that.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Well, that's Music Corner for this Friday. Let's
let's tell you what's coming up on the show.
do it. It's a busy one.
It's a show. It is a busy one. Got a lot to get to here today, including we're going to take you out to a radio station. See, there was a reason we were talking music. We're heading out to La Movida as there was an interview done this morning with the Fitchburg Police Department. We'll take you out there in just a little bit. Plus, we're continuing our series here with Fitchburg turning 35. Scott Gerard coming in. He's talking about the nice article he wrote in the Fitchburg Star. Plus, he sticks around for a second segment. He's talking with us, the council recap. Yeah, we still do that. And then wrapping up the show for Friday with what's coming up tonight. Get you ready for the weekend. But first, we start with the Fitchburg Police Department. The show is El Debate on La Movita, and Councilperson Julie Adafrada, Police Chief Chad Brecklin, and Juan, I think it's Hanoz. If I say that wrong, I apologize, Juan. But either way, a Fitchburg police officer, all joining in on a community discussion about policing. Take a look.
How do you see the city of Fitchburg in terms of security in general? Because I mean, we see issues in the east of Madison, outside of the town of Madison, and Dane County. How do you see Fitchburg, the city of Fitchburg in regards to security? ¿Cómo ve usted la ciudad de Fitchburg? Sabemos que hay pues crimen, cosas ocurriendo en el este de Madison, en el norte, en el Dane County, fuera de la ciudad de Madison, pero ¿cómo ve usted la situación actual en cuanto al departamento de policía o en la ciudad de Fitchburg?
Yeah, overall, I think Fitchburg is a very safe community. Unfortunately, we aren't immune to having our share of criminal activity, much like many other communities in Madison area and Dane County.
Dice que en general él puede considerar que la ciudad de Fitchburg es una ciudad segura, ¿no? Obviamente ocurren crímenes y situaciones, pues como todas, y pues de alguna forma los problemas que existen cerca de tu ciudad, pues también te te traen, ¿no? Las actividades de crimen, etcétera. Pero en general él considera que es una ciudad segura y que obviamente pues están trabajando muchísimo en ese sentido.
There you have it. We'll have this full interview up as a show coming up in the next. What, Scott? You think next week? I can ask the guy who edits it. Yeah, hopefully have that up for you next week. So very good. Hopefully you got to listen to it. I did do a little bit of Facebook Live this morning too from there. So
I saw that.
it was good.
It had over 100 views when I looked.
Yeah, it was.
So it did well.
Very, very fun and very nice people there at the radio station.
Definitely.
All right, turning to last night, a fundraiser for Reach a Child was held, and it was called Reach for a Taste. Check it out.
We are at Reach a Child's Reach for a Taste event. So it's a tasting event being held by and presented by Dreamhouse Dream Kitchens. So we have a number of vendors that are here today, a number of supporters that have purchased a ticket to come out, have some food, have some drinks, and more importantly, support a great cause. But we also have raffle tickets as well as some Reach a Child merchandise. We have some live music, some food from Blue Plate Catering, and just a great time of mingling and having some fun. We have a number of items that were donated, so we are actually raffling off tonight a few different items, from a kegerator to a wine cooler, and so on and so forth. Some items that have been graciously donated from some amazing supporters. Started last year. Dreamhouse Dream Kitchens have been great. I sat down with Jerry last year and we did a little event here, kind of like a networking fundraiser, and we had 140 people come, and we're like, hey, maybe there's something to this tasting event idea, so we kind of made a more formal tasting event this year. And so we really appreciate Dreamhouse Dream Kitchens for their support and being the presenting sponsor of this, and all of our sponsors that have made this possible. Reach a Child is a 501c3 nonprofit based here in Madison, but with the goal of helping first responders throughout the state of Wisconsin with our program. Our program is essentially a reach bag to us. It's a backpack that we fill with age-appropriate children's books, as well as drawstring backpacks that we can give to first responders, that give them to kids that may be in traumatic situations, to not only comfort them, but distract them in some of these bad situations. So funds raised from events today and events coming up help support to get our program to more first responders across the state. Last year alone, we were able to give out over 17,000 children's books to first responders to be able to give to kids in traumatic and even non-traumatic situations, to help build that kind of community initiative between especially police departments and kids in communities. These events are so important to raise the necessary funds, as it is no cost to first responder departments to get our program. So we rely heavily on the community, on sponsors, on funds raised, so we can get our program into every first responder vehicle throughout the state of Wisconsin. So Reach a Child has a number of events throughout the year. In fact, coming up is our Putt Putt for Kids. So it's a kid-friendly event that's happening at Vitense. And so we encourage people. We are still looking for a few more sponsors, but we also have the opportunity for families and adults and kids to come out and play some mini golf and support Reach a Child. So not only that, so again, we have our mini golf fundraiser on June 2nd. We have a charity kickball tournament taking place on August 11th. So we're looking for businesses to come play, bring a team together and play against other businesses, but it's open to the public here in Fitchburg. We encourage people to come out. It's at McGaw Park. We have bounce houses, concessions, we have MedFlight coming, and a number of first responder vehicles. It's free to the public to come and just check it out. And then we also have our big gala event, an evening in red and blue, on September 29th at the Fitchburg's Fire Station number 2. A lot more information is on our website, reachachild.org. So there's information on being able to sign up for some of our upcoming events, learn a little bit more about how to get involved. We also encourage people to check out our Facebook page, but we're also on other social media channels as well. And we appreciate everyone's support.
Looks like a fun time had. And again, there's 2 other events coming up here in Fitchburg, so stay tuned for those, as that was mentioned in that piece. All right, let's turn to some other news, and we start with some recovered stolen vehicles. On the evening of April 24th and 25th, 3 vehicles were stolen from various locations in the city of Fitchburg. On April 26th, 2 of those vehicles were located abandoned in a parking lots, it says, of several apartment complexes. One of the vehicles was located on Shalley Gardens Road in the city of Fitchburg. The other was located at a complex at Maple Valley Drive in the city of Madison. The third vehicle hasn't been located yet. While officers were processing the vehicle located on Maple Valley Drive, they noticed 3 juveniles approaching the vehicle. When they noticed the officers, they immediately fled on foot. One of the juveniles was arrested quickly. The other two fled. The city of Madison police responded to assist and set up a perimeter to contain the suspects. The suspects breached the perimeter, which resulted in a foot chase. Remaining suspects were apprehended shortly thereafter. 3 suspects were arrested for obstructing officers and transported to the juvenile reception center. The suspects have previously been adjudicated. Is that how you say that? Adjudicate? Yeah. And we're on court supervision. The vehicle thefts are still under investigation, and the 3 suspects are considered persons of interest. All right, other pieces here. If you threw out a lot of salt on your sidewalks, driveways, or whatnot with the last snowfall, they're asking you to try to sweep that up and save it for next year. That way that salt doesn't end up in our waterways. So, again, if you have excess salt on your sidewalks or driveways, sweep that up and save it for next year. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't throw salt this year. First time I haven't had to do that. All right, last but not least, Capital City Jazz Fest. Yep, it happens this weekend. The kickoff concert, by the way, starting at 12:45 today, right here at the Fitchburg Community Center. So if you want to stop on by, that kicks off for the free concert, and then it moves over to the Wyndham Gardens all weekend long. Check out the website for more, or you got the contact information there. It's a fun weekend here in Fitchburg. All right, that does it for your headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest segment talking about this 35 years celebration here in the city of Fitchburg with my friend Scott Gerard. Next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.